do you think of when you think of a pet bunny? Most of the time people think of their pet Easter bunny, a gift given at Easter as a small child. It goes out in the hutch behind their house and, well, their parents pretty much take care of it. In today's world, most people think of animals, indoor pets, as dogs, cats, ferrets, occasionally reptiles. They really don't think about having a pet bunny. I am the proud owner of a pet bunny, and I've had my rabbit, well, my oldest rabbit, for 2 years. And I'd like to take some time today to show you the joys of pet ownership with a rabbit. Now, I know you're thinking indoor rabbit, and you're thinking, huh? Well, an indoor rabbit is actually a lot like a cat, and most people don't blink at the idea of having an indoor cat or dog. First, let's take a few moments to explore what you're going to need to house your pet bunny. As I said, you can't let your bunny just run around in your house. There are some basic equipment that you're going to need. Most importantly, you're going to need a cage. Now, we're going to walk into the other room and I'm going to show you how I have my bunnies set up. Rabbit cages come in many shapes and sizes. One of the things that you're going to notice when you go to your local pet store to buy a pet rabbit cage is a lot of them have a grate on the bottom of the cage. Your bunnies are not going to appreciate having a grate on the bottom of their cage. And those cages don't always have the size that you're going to need when you have a pet bunny. Now, as you'll come down here, you'll see that my pet bunny's cage has high sides. This is because my rabbits use a litter pan. And they have bedding in the bottom. If it didn't have high sides, they would find that every time I came in this room, there would be litter everywhere. The grate is also very hard on your rabbit's toes, and when they're small, their toes can actually get caught and really hurt in the metal grate. So it's best if you just steer clear of the metal grates altogether. Now, as you pan down here, you'll notice that there is a litter pan. It's a high-backed corner litter pan. This is what you need for your rabbits. Rabbits can be litter trained, as mine are. Now, they will occasionally have accidents, but they prefer to use their litter pan. Now, there's pine bedding, which I use for my bunnies. It's really soft. It doesn't affect the respiratory system like a cedar bedding would. Steer clear of all cedar beddings. They have a feed dish and a place that I put their hay to keep their hay out of their litter. Their feed dish is heavy enough they can't pick it up and throw it. I made the mistake of buying a couple of the little feed dishes that you attach to the side, and they chewed it off. I also made the mistake of getting them little feed dishes, and bunnies like to throw things. So by getting your bunny a dish it can throw, it will throw it, and it will dump all its food everywhere. So don't waste your time. Also get a good water bottle. I went through a few. I have 3 rabbits at this time, so I have a big cage, and I change their water twice a day. You have to make sure that you have water for your rabbits. Feeding your pet rabbit is essential to ensure that they have a healthy digestive system, that they stay healthy. One of the most important factors and most important parts of the diet that you're going to have for your pet rabbit is hay. Bunnies need to chew, and they need the fiber in hay to digest things properly. Now, Western Timothy or just Timothy hay is the only thing to feed your rabbit. Do not feed alfalfa to rabbits. It's got entirely too much protein, and it's extremely hard for the rabbit to digest, and it can cause them to get serious diseases. Now, the second thing that I feed my rabbits is a gourmet rabbit food. Now, this rabbit food has carrots and corn and little Timothy pellets. It's got a lot of different things in it. Now, I only feed about a cup of this a day to all 3 rabbits because as long as you're feeding the hay, they're getting most of their nutrients from that. But I do like to give them the extra added benefit of having something extra every day. Feeding your rabbit just pellets every day is not good for them as well. They need some variety. Now, as you'll see, my bunnies are a bit spoiled. They have a playpen thingy that they hop around in, but they also have an enclosure. I personally do not like my bunnies to be kept in a small cage. I don't think that gives them the room to stand up on their back legs like they need to. And I also think that they just need to be able to run and play. Having this extra area for the rabbits allows the rabbits to actually stretch out. It allows them to play a little. It allows them to stand up on their hind legs and stretch. They also can hop and play. One of the other things that I need to mention is that rabbits love to chew. When I say they love to chew, I mean they will chew anything. So one of the ways to curb that is to be very vehement when you're actually letting your bunny out to play. You can train your pet by saying no and by scooping them up and putting them back in their cage when they're misbehaving. In my case, in order to curb chewing on other things in my home, I provide my bunnies with a chew toy. When I say a chew toy, I mean they can actually chew this until it's completely gone. It's just sticks. You can find it at a local pet store, but it allows them to get rid of their chewing sensation. They need that for their teeth. So, I provided them with a bunch of wood. They also have toys to play with. And bunnies do like to throw things, and you can teach your bunny to actually play fetch. When mine are in the right mood, as you can see Domino's coming for the bell, when mine are in the right mood, they'll actually play fetch with me. Now that we know all the different things that you need to have for your bunny before you bring Bunny home, let's discuss bringing Bunny home. One of the most important things that you need to remember before you bring your bunny home is actually getting the right bunny. Look in your local pet directory, talk to other pet owners, and find out where they got their bunnies. Reputable breeders include people that A, don't breed pet rabbits for food, and B, people that will actually guarantee the health of your bunny. So now you've got your bunny at home. Remember to arrange its cage in an area where there are no drafts and where it's quiet and other animals in your home or people will not scare your bunny too bad. Remember to interact with your bunny daily. One of the things you'll notice when you have your pet bunny is that they're very, very inquisitive. They'll get in places you never thought that they could. So you have to be diligent and make sure that before you let your bunny out to play the first time, you bunny-proof your home. Now, bunny-proofing your home is a lot like child-proofing your home. You have to make sure that all the little nooks and crannies, if the bunny's able to get in them, make sure that you're able to get the bunny out. Now, Tiny here is normally a pretty good bunny. I love you too. He's a really good bunny, but the reality is he's still a bunny. He's going to chew. He's going to dig. It's what bunnies do. So when I let my rabbits out to play, I make sure that they're on hard floor. If they decide to dig a little, it's not going to hurt anything. Also make sure that all the cords that I possibly can, within reason, are put up, or that they have cord protectors, which you can get at any local pet store. It's just basic plastic that you put over top of the cord to keep the bunny from chewing through. Now, my rabbits, again, when they're out and about, I just make sure that I'm in the same room with them, and I make sure that I keep an eye on what they're doing. Normally, they just want to be pet and loved, and they want to be around me. Now, I do prefer to let them all play at once, but occasionally I'll let them out one at a time for just one-on-one bunny time. Needs a fresh, clean supply of water daily. Pet indoor rabbits can live up to 10 years with proper care. As long as you don't underfeed or overfeed your rabbit, and you make sure that their cage is clean, and you just follow the small things, your rabbit will live a long and healthy life. If you'd like more information on pet-proofing your home for a rabbit, you can go to www.allearsac.org. Now you've learned a little about raising a pet indoor rabbit. Let's go over a few of the things that we've looked at today and I've shared with you. Obviously, we've explored the kind of cage and equipment that you're going to need for your rabbit. We've also spoken about obtaining your rabbit from a reputable dealer. Having your pet spayed or neutered, that's extremely important as well. Understanding the needs of a rabbit and the things that they're inherently going to do because they are a rabbit. The chewing, throwing things, just being a rabbit. Understanding the exercise needs of your rabbit that you need to know as a pet owner. You should also know now how to set up your pet bunny's home environment to ensure that your new family member isn't excited or scared when you bring it home. You need to ensure that your pet bunny adjusts well to your home and isn't frightened. Pet baby bunnies have a tendency to bite and hurt someone by accident just out of fear. So it's good to know that now you're prepared to bring home an indoor pet. The most important part of owning a pet is to love the pet and provide a safe, caring home for that pet. So the next time you go searching for a new member to add to your family, a new pet, you may want to think outside of the box. Now, most people have dogs and cats, and those are wonderful pets. And so are bunnies. They're beautiful and lovable, and they'll make great additions to your family.